The San Diego Botanic Garden is a 37-acre sanctuary in Encinitas, California, about a 30-minute drive north of the city of San Diego. Just a mile from the Pacific Ocean, the garden is virtually frost-free, allowing a wide range of plants to flourish. The gardens are a tapestry of 29 unique themed gardens. We'll explore the 4 miles of trails highlighting the best things to see at the San Diego Botanic Garden. Near the entrance, the glass conservatory features one-of-a-kind plant chandeliers. As you walk in, look up. 6 floating plant islands hang from the ceiling. These living plant chandeliers are about the size of a round banquet table. Occasionally, the chandeliers are lowered to the conservatory floor for up-close viewing. The living wall carries through the theme of the plant chandeliers, allowing visitors to get up close to the plants. The conservatory is a place for special exhibits, educational events, and weddings. The San Diego Botanic Garden has North America's largest bamboo collection in a public garden. A wander through the bamboo grove is a serene, almost mystical experience. It's interesting to note that bamboo is a giant grass. It is the fastest growing land plant in the world and can grow several feet per day. The pond in the bamboo garden is full of life. A bench beside the pond is a prime seat for the theater of dragonflies and turtles as they go about their life over and under the water lilies. The highlight of the rainforest is a spectacular waterfall. You'll hear the rushing water as you stroll along the shady path. You may notice that many rainforest plants near the ground have huge leaves. The expanse of the leaf allows the plant to capture sunshine filtering through the thick rainforest canopy. The Victorian gazebo and grassy lawn mark the place of many special events in the garden. The walk is lined with fragrant bulbs, trees, and vibrant flower borders. Much of what you will see in the San Diego Botanic Garden come from similar ecosystems such as Australia, New Zealand, South America, Mexico, and Africa. San Diego is a coastal desert. The Mediterranean-type climate of California is characterized by warm, dry summers and relatively cool, occasionally wet winters. Destination-worthy tree areas in the garden include the cork oak trees and the dragon tree grove. Cork trees in the Mediterranean garden draw visitors to a stop with their texture and size. The thick cork tree bark is stripped by hand when the trees are grown for commercial use in products such as wine bottle stoppers, cork flooring, and footwear. The trees regrow another thick layer in about 10 years, and the cycle continues. The dragon trees are native to the Canary Islands and can live over 1,000 years. They are distinctive for their thick, stubby branches and the reddish resin released when the branches or leaves are cut. The resin, known as dragon's blood, was used to color expensive furniture and the exquisitely expensive Stradivarius violins. The Mexican garden is a visitor favorite for the dancing topiaries set against agaves, salvias, and cycads. Enjoy the festive, succulent-clad dancing topiaries and mariachi band. The walled garden surrounds the historic Larrabee House. The adobe walls are shrouded in vines and colorful flowers, creating the appearance of a secret garden. The Larrabee House is very modest, given that the garden founders, Ruth and Charles Larrabee, were both independently wealthy. Sally Sander, author and a San Diego Botanic Garden docent, wrote Sowing Seeds of Wonder, the stories of Ruth and Charles Larrabee and the origins of the San Diego Botanic Garden. It's a good read about the wonder and adventure, love and loss, courage, heartbreak, and tragedy that wound its way through the garden and the Larrabees' lives. The Larrabees ventured west in 1943 and bought a ranch where Ruth planted more than 200 species of drought-tolerant plants, shrubs, and succulents. The Larrabees did not have children but had a sense of commitment to the younger generations and shared their ranch with the boys and girls through scouting programs. The Larrabees divorced several years after coming to California. Ruth continued living and working on the ranch for 7 more years and then deeded the estate to the County of San Diego to preserve the habitat of the California quail, a small ground-dwelling bird that can still be found in the garden today. Thus, the Quail Gardens nonprofit foundation was formed in the 1960s, and nearly a decade later, the garden opened as the Quail Park Botanic Garden. In 2009, it was renamed the San Diego Botanic Garden. Carrying on the Larrabees' commitment to younger generations, the garden developed the largest children's garden on the West Coast. It is a whimsical space to encourage interactive learning and garden play. Jungle canopy rope walks, mountain streams, and interactive exhibits are designed to engage the children and cultivate learning. The pollinator garden in the children's area encourages observation of plants, birds, and butterflies. Children can learn about fruits and vegetables in the Incredible Edibles Garden and can help with gardening activities. The overlook tower rises above the rare coastal sage scrub in Chaparral. While not my favorite part of the garden, this small slice of California's coastal sage scrub contains plants and animals initially found nowhere else in the world and is an integral part of the garden's conservation work. It would be easy to miss the 3 gardens on the other side of an overflow parking lot. Do you see what I mean? Maps aren't handed out at the entrance. A morning stream of strollers and excited children cutting across the parking lot brought the following gardens to my attention. The Children's Seeds of Wonder Garden was a bustling place. Children were captivated by the miniature train railroad. The playhouse was a kid favorite with a water feature apparently helpful for rinsing your pineapples. An imaginative undersea succulent garden will interest children and adults alike. It is a clever play on a tropical coral reef where water-wise succulents provide the habitat for marine life. The third area to visit on this side of the parking lot is the Native Plants and People Garden. A nature trail leads to a traditional Kumeyaay home site. The Kumeyaay are a tribe of indigenous people of California. In the garden, visitors learn about native flora and can sit in solitude at the edge of a pond. Strolling down Banana Lane, bananas hang overhead. The bananas develop in large hanging clusters from the banana hearts. The blessed San Diego climate allows an array of exotic fruits to thrive and grace the palates of those willing to try something new. At the entrance to the subtropical fruit garden is the thriving dragon fruit plant on a trellis. Among other exotic trees are jujus, pomegranates, and pineapple guava. Now, if that made you hungry, the Cork Oak Cafe is well positioned halfway into the garden. It offers drinks, specialty coffees, and snacks. Among the many community events at the garden, the dazzling holiday light show is highly anticipated. This evening program features lighted installations merging nature and art. See the garden come to life at night in the next video. Hi, I'm Kim, the Garden Travel Guide. Subscribe to get notifications of future garden video tours and kindly give this video a thumbs up to help spread garden goodness. I hope to see you in the next garden.